Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Hey, everybody. It is time for Cozy Couch Conversations. Happy Juneteenth. Just waiting for my other ladies, my queens from Queens to arrive. Hi, ladies. Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. Yes.
Hello, hello.
I'm through. Hello.
Come through. You're
Yes.
all dressed in all black. Come through
Yes.
with the ethnic garments. Come through with the Africa earrings. Look here.
Yes.
Y'all all a vibe. Y'all are all a vibe. Looking
Hmm.
nice, looking nice.
I'm loving that, Evie. That is phenomenal right there. Yes.
Yes, yes, both, both.
Happy
Let me
Sunday,
stop.
Saturday.
Yeah, don't move the clock. Don't move the
Yeah,
clock
don't
just
move
yet.
that.
Happy
Don't
June.
move the clock just yet. Yes, yes, yes. So want to make sure that if you are hopping on here, make sure to share this live. Share this live with everyone that you know. Why? Because this is going to be an interesting conversation that we're going to have today. We're talking about a special day, but it's real. It's so much deeper than that, and I'm going to share why.
Right.
So much deeper than that.
Welcome, welcome. Hello.
Integrals.
Right? So let's make sure that we are sharing this live.
That's right. Share it to your family, your friends, everybody. Happy Saturday.
Somebody mad at.
Evie, I am loving the garment. Yes. That's up.
I would say something else, but we on live, so tell y'all that off off camera.
Woo! Can't wait.
I already know.
Shout out to my girlfriend Mayel, who sells these beautiful little
Yes, I love it.
earrings. She's got all types, girl. Mm.
That is
Hey,
dope.
Nick. Nick says, hey, beautiful ladies.
Hey,
Hey,
Nick.
Nick.
Hello.
Hello.
That's my twin, y'all. Nick's my
Is
twin.
that right? That's your birthday twin.
Yep.
Hello, hello, white chocolate.
For real.
Nick is probably turning red right now. But yeah, New York Nick is in the building. New York Nick.
Tuning in.
So, Mo, go ahead and kick it off for us.
Well, everybody, welcome to Cozy Couch Conversations, where your Saturday night starts here.
Here.
Here. Thank
Saturday
you
night
for tuning
starts here.
in. Your Saturday night starts with us. We wear crowns around here. All right. So, happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Happy
What's up?
Juneteenth. Yes, yes, yes.
Hello, welcome, welcome to the building. Cozy Couch in session. So, I'm just so happy. We've made some progress thus far, right?
Mhm.
What is it? You corrected me earlier. It's 1863, right? Or is it 1865?
1865, June 19, 1865.
Okay.
Yes,
That
was
is
the
when the rest
official.
of the country or the rest of the world
Hey.
realized that, hey, welcome, welcome. Realized that slavery was has ended, and hey, welcome, welcome everybody, has ended. So today's a really special day. Evie is gracing us with her garb. I'm loving it. I really am. Yes.
Uh,
She with the black on black. I love it.
Black on
I
black.
grabbed the hat, yo.
Just
The hat is
something, something, you know what I mean?
yeah, I love it. I love it. But yeah, today's a special day. Hi, everybody. Okay. Hi, everybody. Yes, a special day. I think fully next year it'll be a complete full federal holiday, but the paperwork was signed.
It is. It is. I had yesterday off, so yeah.
It went into effect actually yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had yesterday off.
Yeah.
What? Black on blue.
Black on blue. Whoa.
That's Ari's dad, y'all.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to the cozy couch. Yeah.
So yes, it's been something that I guess it's been a long time coming, and it doesn't honestly. Whether your viewpoint is okay, hey, it doesn't matter, because that was back in 1865, whatever. It's another, another holiday, another day, or whether you're very happy about this, occurring. At the end of the day, I want people to understand what this day is way more than, hey, slavery was officially abolished. Because what I don't want people to do is really focus on that. This is just what I'm saying. Like I said, this is the cozy couch. We just say what we say. Take what take what I'm telling you. As Kevin says, you can throw out some things, retain some of the information. But this is just my viewpoint, is that it really doesn't matter. When I say doesn't matter about it just being 1865, I want people to understand freedom in itself, right? Because that's really what the conversation is about, is freedom, right? And I want you all to take a moment, or if you don't have a moment, just to listen to what I'm saying as far as when it comes to freedom. The root word is free, right? And freedom just simply means to be able to do what you want to do, right? That's freedom, right? So I want you all to look at it as not just a day, right? But also look at yourself. I don't care what color you are, black, blue, green, white, whatever. What does freedom mean to you? And I'm saying this on a personal level because I talk to people all the time, right? We talk to people every day about making certain choices that's going to set you free in a sense, right?
Yes.
So today when I was thinking about that, man, I was like, people were rejoicing, and they were saying like this has finally happened, but at the end of the day, people are still not free.
Nope.
And mentally, that's the part.
Nope.
So I was really sitting here thinking like, man, and the same thing with Independence Day too, right? Because Independence Day was actually where the United States was free from British rule. But still, there's still people who are chained up, mentally. So I really wanted people to really think about what freedom means, what independence means, right? Right. You're like, Quincy, yeah, you agree. No, they're not, right? So people are still in bondage. And it just really had me thinking. I talk to people, and a lot of times people are really content with things, right? At least that's what they project, that they're content with things. And I'm like, man, I wonder what it would be like, not just for people of color, black and brown folks, whatever it is, however you want to classify African Americans, Hispanics. I want to see a day when we're all free, mentally, when all this programming has been deprogrammed, and we really lock in and tap into who we truly are. That to me is real freedom. I talk to people all the time. If you're tuning in, and I don't even know why this must be really on my mind. I'm really getting emotional over this too, because I talk to you ladies all the time, and a whole bunch of other business partners. Anybody who's connected to me, like-minded people, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And it truly disturbed me, when you're talking to people and you could just see, and I don't want to make it seem like, look, man, I'm so woke, and I've always been woke to say, right? I've had my shift as well, so I'm not going to come here acting like I'm some type of expert in it.
We all have.
Yeah, so I just want to put that out as a disclaimer, because sometimes people what people see of you. They just think like,
You
this
always,
is it. Like,
There's
I had my
always,
process.
yeah.
Right. We've had our process. So I was just, like I said, I was just really thinking about that. And I was like, man, and it goes back to the Harriet Tubman,
Mhm.
quote, like, I could have freed more people if they only realized that
It was,
they were still slaves, So it just touched me in that regards when I think about, today and what today means. But I always look at things on a deeper level. I just always overanalyze things, but for the good of it. So what does this day, what do you guys take away from today, or you know, or just in general when you
Just
think of freedom?
to add to what you're saying on this mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're talking about this, and all that's going on in my head is people want their situation to change. They don't want to change their situation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And as you said, we talk to people every day,
mm-hmm.
and we we've grown. We've to the point where we're now seeing things from a different level,
Mm-hmm.
right? Been because we've broke that programming that we're used to, right?
Right.
Like you said, it hits different because you see the people that are around you, and you're so aware that we were so programmed,
Right.
and you're trying to enlighten or even inform people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're still like, nah,
Mm-hmm. Comfortable.
Right.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like Kevin had said, why wait till something bad happens
Mm.
for you
Yeah.
to want better? Because people are you hear stories at the time, and people are like, yo, I was down and out, and that's when it clicked. And I'm like,
Yeah. What happened before that?
right. And it's like, it's especially like, Chi, you can understand, like, I wasn't born in the US, right? So just being able to be in an environment where you come from a country where you know you used to be in control. Yes, we were under British rule as well, and we gained our
Mm-hmm.
independence. And then you come here, because you're seeing things from a different perspective, and you see how people are treated, and the fact that, okay, those unalienable rights that we're supposed to have,
Right.
that one, even if we do have them, we don't take full advantage of them.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the mindset, the work ethic, and all these things, when you think of American culture and stuff like that. And people, I used to hear people say, yo, Americans are lazy, and
Mm.
and things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
like, it's not so much lazy, it's just the mindset and the mentality. Because when you think about it, when people have been broken
Mm-hmm.
and disenfranchised for so long,
Mm.
that
That's all they.
what I'm saying, that's all they know. And you're like, they don't see a way out, so they've in essence have given up. So it's not that they're lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And so when you bring this, now we're here to where it took a pandemic to really open more eyes, and for people
Yeah.
to see a lot more things that were already there. It just took the blinders off. Now you're like, okay, now we have now we have this independence, Juneteenth, and it's recognized. Like, I saw someone post earlier, like, okay, so everybody's all happy that is they signed, this is a federal holiday, but with this is just on paper. And
Mm-hmm.
like you said, you can't take it like that. I really truly feel you should really appreciate this, because not for nothing,
It's progress.
it's progress. We've come further than, we've come a long way. There's still a lot of work to be done, but the conversations need to happen. And not only do the conversations need to happen, people have to wake up and realize that their mindset ain't right, and they need to change the way they're thinking in order for shit to change.
Right. And kind of like to piggyback off of that, it's really quite honestly it's just getting to the point with me where I don't take nothing away from, anyone who put in blood, sweat, and tears to, create certain things that are like a privilege now, right, to us, right, to open up those civil rights. I don't take nothing away from that. But what I want people to understand is every day has to be Freedom Day. Every day. It cannot be
Today.
Oh, we want to, have this kumbaya moment when we're thinking of Martin Luther King Day, right? Because it's a day off or whatever, It's like we got to stop doing that. We really do. It can't be we're only focused on, something when is Martin Luther King Day. Now, when it's Juneteenth, it has to be every day. We have to really, I think if every day we treat life like, we're working toward freedom, for real, those days will hit real different.
Oh,
those days won't be, it's just a day off. Those days won't be, it's a holiday sale, because that's what's coming up too. It's going to be the Juneteenth special, right? You're right. So, and hey, that's how the world is business. I get that, but going from a human perspective, I just want to make sure that people really understand and take seriously what it means to work toward freedom. Again, for those of you who just hopping on, thank you for hopping on. The root word of freedom is free. And just the definition alone of freedom, like I said before, is to be able to act or move or do whatever accordingly, right? Do whatever it is that you want to do. And I want to ask people, like, how many of you on this call are truly free? Right? Holiday or not.
Freedom.
Right. Because, freedom means something different to everybody. Freedom to me means on a Monday, I'm on a plane somewhere. Like it's a Friday. That's freedom. For me to say, look, I want, I feel like some Chinese food and I'm going to China to get it,
That's freedom.
And it's not a thought. It's not a hesitation for me to say, you know what, I really want something authentic. That's freedom to me. So freedom means different things to different people too. Freedom, say that one more time.
Not limiting yourself.
Exactly, not limiting yourself. Freedom means, hey, when my kids want to go somewhere, want to do something, it's not a question.
That's right.
Drop of the hat. I don't got to make all this extra arrangements months ahead. It's like, you know what? All right, I can rearrange my schedule and move this to the side, and I can make it happen. That's freedom to me. So freedom means different things to different people, because freedom can be from a mental sense for some. Freedom can be from a monetary sense, because monetarily speaking, money, which is a tool, can mean the difference of something being a major problem and just a slight inconvenience.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's a whole nother conversation for people who love to tell me, well, I'm content, with X, Y, and Z until something happens, then it's a major problem, right?
Exactly.
Or and also I want to challenge people about when I talk about freedom. Freedom is not just ourselves. Freedom is also when you even collaborate that with money, is giving permission for other people to have freedom, for other people to have access to certain things. So freedom to me, generationally, is, again, for me, having things put aside, things being set up where, again, my kids, floor has been my ceiling.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Shout out to Mr. Kevin Howell.
They got fireworks going on over here.
Oh, but yeah, that's what freedom, means to me. And I'm, so I really want to really, challenge people on what freedom means to them, right? So you know what? If you're on here, Kevin, drop in the chat what freedom means to you.
Freedom.
Drop in the chat, Nick. What does freedom mean to you too? Because it means different things to different people, and it's not knocking anybody, what they think freedom means to them. But I'm always looking for something that's on a next level. I joke with the ladies, but I'm dead serious when I say freedom means to me going off somewhere, and we're all fighting for the check to pay for it.
There you go. Right. That's freedom.
That's freedom.
That's right.
Freedom to me means, hey, we're all collaborating and to say, you know what?
Not limiting yourself, yeah.
Yeah, what did you think about us buying this block? That's freedom.
Exactly.
That's freedom to me.
Yeah.
And granted, everybody doesn't think like that. Everything is maybe different to other people. But yes, Nick, not limiting yourself.
Yeah. Also being people free.
Freedom is being people free as well. That's true. That's true.
With no boundaries.
Living with no boundaries.
Living with no boundaries. That's absolutely true. Yeah. And for me, I'm a free spirit. So,
hello.
I had a conversation with someone who I was prospecting. And the funny thing is I worked with her before at a place of employment, and I kind of was giving her this conversation, and she was like, wow, I never looked at things like that. And I said, and this is why these conversations are important, because you've been around people who freedom just means having an extra week vacation time.
Right
that they've accrued. So you had that limiting perception.
Right.
You have that limiting perception. So you want to make sure you're around other people who are like-minded, or even if they're not like-minded, just get yourself exposed to see something different, what freedom means to them and how you can play a part in that too. And not to say that you're any different. It's just they found their freedom earlier. And all you got to do is plug in, get tapped in, to find out how can you get from A to Z. Right? He said, ego free. I know ego free is the way to be. Yes, living with no boundaries. No boundaries. What about you, Mo?
Again, people free, living on your own terms, without the restraints of what other people may think or feel. So that's the freedom that we're all going for.
Kevin said freedom is a place. That is true, right? And a place doesn't mean an actual location, a physical area. It can mean spirit too, right? Because sometimes we're in a place where, like, look, I'm good. You're feeling like you're on air because you're, the saying is you want to be able to be connected to everything, but not attached to everything.
Right.
Right. Connected to everything, attached to nothing. When you kind of live like that, you move about, not feeling chained down.
Right.
I like that. Connected to everything, but attached to none.
Right. You see how people smile when you say and think of freedom. Okay.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that, Kevin, because maybe I read that. I'm reading this.
Well, he
wrong.
said
Is this
place?
Oh, is that what you mean by freedom is a place? That's how, when you start seeing how people smile when you say and think of freedom. Yeah. So go ahead, Mo, while he's right.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's being people free, being able to live on your own terms, your own thoughts, like free from every constraint that the world already gives you. So,
right.
This is the anniversary of me joining the academy, right? And at the time, actually joined.
Kevin said to add him.
Add him. You want to come on? All right, hang on.
Yeah, he said add him.
Okay. Let's see.
Freedom is the power or right to act.
Oh, I like that.
Or think as one wants. Yeah, that's a good one.
Kevin, are you there?
I'm sorry. I'm driving and I'm typing and I'm pulling over in people's lanes, so I want to be able to live to respond to you guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Thank you for hopping on to make sure you elaborate on what you was trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. You see, when y'all say freedom, and then you just like you start thinking of freedom, where your mind take you to, you
Right.
automatically smile. Everybody automatically smile, right? So when
Mm-hmm.
freedom is a place where you can take you. It starts in the
Mm.
mind, but now where is that place? What does that place look like? You are
Uh,
the creator of that place.
Okay.
That's why I'm obsessed with the word. I'm obsessed with working toward freedom every day. Because when you think about freedom, it give you this smile. You got the Kool-Aid smile. Everybody got a Kool-Aid smile. Start talking about
Yep. Yes.
because we know what that
Yep.
call does for us. So
Yeah, because you can think
The
about.
call and not just the call. I'm hitting where I think he's trying to just say just the alignment. You're not focused on where you are, but where you want to go.
yeah.
That's what brings a smile
Yeah,
to your face.
yeah,
Yes, you go.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what brings a smile to your face. Is knowing you can go to a place where there's harmony, where there's peace.
Mm.
Like it's almost like it's your magical place, and you get to create it, and there's no boundaries. That's I just get excited just by being on the journey. So that's why I just be like, man, if you're not on the journey for freedom, I don't know what. Look. I'm gonna
Listen.
keep it 100 with you.
Right.
I've been locked up twice in my whole entire life, and that was just for driving on suspension. Right? I was the
Okay.
I was the guy who just didn't care. I would drive whether I had my license or not. That was me.
Right. Right.
I spent 10 days the first time straight, and then I did weekend time the second time. Now that's not a lot of time before Libra. It is. I'm the type
Yes.
of I'm always
yeah.
Always got to be on the move, man. Oh no.
sitting still for 10 days.
Yo.
I was hurt. I'm like, this is. I couldn't do. I could if I had to,
You
but
had the taste of the pandemic because that's how I was. I was losing my mind again. I'm like, yo, everything is closed. Oh my God.
Right.
so, so now why and how I perceive the word freedom and the lifestyle that comes with it is I want to have options. I don't want to be constrained to my bank account. I don't want to
Mm.
be constrained to my supervisor. And there's no knock
Right.
to that because we all started somewhere. I started having those constraints because I had to be in survival mode. But now it's
Right.
just like
Right.
working toward freedom is the name of the game. Working towards it until you get it, and then we all can be on the beaches of the world. So I'm gonna have to get
Yeah.
off.
When you smile, that's where.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you for blessing us with your words of wisdom. You know that
Yes.
you're always a value. Appreciate it.
Oh man, I
See,
appreciate you guys.
While
Come
you
up.
we bring the
while you're on the
positive
line, we want to say Happy Father's Day. You know.
energy.
Yes, sir.
Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
That just make me feel so warm inside. That's the Scorpio in me. That's the Scorpio in me.
Ah,
Nah, for real. Appreciate
What,
you guys.
what's your advice for the dads out there?
Oh man, you gonna start something now.
Yeah.
Nah, it don't gotta be
Start,
long. You know,
Keep
start.
something light. Something you have to go
keep it light.
deep, but you know.
All right. So ask me that question again.
Happy Father's Day, Kev. And what's your advice to the dads out there? New dads, old dads, whatever. Advice to the fathers,
dads.
Become
stepdads, and dads.
become obsessed. Becoming obsessed with outdoing the you from yesterday when it comes to your children.
Say that one more time.
Mm,
Become obsessed with outdoing the you from yesterday when it comes to your children. What I mean by that, I went to the store just to go grab my daughter some candy. Now that might seem small,
mm-hmm.
but it was something she wanted. Now, mind you, she don't get everything at the drop of a dime, but I
Right.
pride myself on outdoing myself when it comes to my children every day, learning them every day, loving them, reminding them that I love them so they can feel it. Hugs,
Mm,
all that, right? If you're the type of person who can't see your children or you're not around your children as much, call them obsessively, text them obsessively.
Mm.
You got to put
Absolutely.
my daughter. I can be gone for 24 hours or lesser. My daughter, she's programmed to call me because there's a bond there. Daddy, I was just calling you to check on you. I said, you bored? No, not really. Just was thinking about you, and just wanted to check on you. Oh, you know what? I appreciate it. I could be at the barber shop. You know what I mean?
Right.
So what I'm doing to them, not saying that they have to do it back to me, but it'll reciprocate. All I'm saying is become obsessed with outdoing you. The yes that
Mm.
comes to your children. I love the hell out of my children. Why? Because I was a part of creating them, and they're my responsibility. So because they're my responsibility, I take that jump with pride. I
Love
father
it.
Look, I father other people's children from a distance, right? But
You
listen,
are.
yeah, I father a lot of children. Trust me, you know that's not even mine. But it's from it's from a mentor's perspective. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mentorship perspective. You know what I mean? But other than that, all I'm gonna tell y'all fathers to do is become obsessed with your children as it pertains to the love you give them, and always keep them in mind in everything you do. When it comes to the mothers, when it comes to teachers, when it comes to everything,
Mm-hmm.
always keep that in mind. My
Woo.
goal, I challenge all fathers that's gonna see this. I want you I want you to challenge yourself to become the best father in your circle. Because
Mm.
Mm.
I only hang with the most awesome fathers on the planet. We outdo one.
That's true.
Fact.
I've seen them.
I
That's
don't
Fact.
true.
I don't think they got me yet, but you know what I'm saying. But some phenomenal fathers. I got some phenomenal fathers in my circle.
That's awesome.
One are single fathers, right? Ones that are happily married with one some that are not. But I got some incredible people. Like you can't be a great father in my circle, even if you was my family. I cut off family. They chose not to be a great father. You can't hang around me.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
That's what's up.
Mm.
That's setting
Can't
the boundaries,
Very good point.
can't hang.
Standard.
standards. It's okay.
Real life. I cut off family members, cousins. Can't hang around me, bro.
Yeah.
Get that
Doing
straight.
right.
Yep, that's real talk. If I could pull them
Right.
up,
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, you got to be around people walking like you talk it. If you're
yeah, man.
setting an example, why bring somebody else who's not doing that?
Yeah, man.
Um,
That's serious business.
And
that's
Yep.
what's up.
But I
that,
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all joining me to the couch.
That's
Really,
right.
Thank you. Thank you for
right.
gracing us on the couch.
Right.
Take it easy.
awesome.
Appreciate you.
Be
Thank
All
you.
safe.
right, guys.
Be
Thank
safe
you.
out there.
Later.
Later.
But that goes back to how Kev said
Yo,
he's.
drop some flavor. Hold on. Evie.
Oh wait.
He just dropped some sauce for y'all.
Yeah.
Not just on, talking about, freedom, right? He broke down,
Right.
he gave an explanation of what he was referring to with freedom, right? Freedom is being able to see people smile on their face, right? When you talk about that word,
That's right.
Mm.
every Monday to Friday, every day, we're on calls, with him and other phenomenal people. Some of y'all are tuning in,
Right.
who's on the calls with us. And when we're talking about working toward freedom, no one has frowns on their faces.
That's right.
Nope.
And that's a great point. Everyone is smiling because we're not thinking about now. We're thinking about where we want to go.
Don't.
Exactly.
So shout out to him for that. And then also, if you're a father on here, he just gave y'all some sauce, right? So don't go and, beat yourself over the head. You got to forgive yourself, right? If you're not exactly doing your part, but take notes. You have a gentleman here who, he has his own story, when it comes to him and his kids. He's recognized, and he's raising girls. He's raising daughters. So it's not even like he's raising boys. So now it's just another perspective too, because men play an important role in young girls' lives as well. It's not just having a son. Okay, so I want to make sure you guys understand that as well. It's not just having a boy and say, "Oh yeah, I could rough with him and do all this stuff." Being
Exactly.
in your child's life when they're girls too is just as important. Because let me tell you,
That's right.
what you don't want is having these little girls run around because they have that void, not having that male figure in their life.
Right.
And then you start running to anybody who just seems like they're giving them attention.
Right.
So guys, I want you to definitely think about that. Yeah, shout out to Kevin. I just want to give him a shout out for dropping those gems on freedom
Big
and on fatherhood too. So yeah, Evie, what were you saying?
No, I was like, to touch on what Kevin said on that, you know, he's around awesome fathers, but also it's putting yourself in a position to be in an environment where you are constantly around people that have the results that you desire, that you want.
Absolutely, absolutely true.
That plays a major role because, you know, you grow up with, depending on, everybody has a different upbringing, right? And so when you're content and comfortable with where you are and you don't have any examples of, you know, what success looks like, right? Your typical, you know, the whole hood story, you see the you know, dope boys on the block, or the way to make it out the hood is to be a ball player, or anything like that. But then, you know, that's not all to life. Like, that's, you know, that's not just to make it out the hood. You don't have to play ball. And so, you know, we've been blessed to be in an opportunity where the people that we are around aren't your rappers and athletes. These
So
are
I mean, they may look like them. They may be as tall as them, you know.
right,
And I always think of Mr. Justin Owens
right.
because he's tall.
Oh.
And if I saw him down the street, I would have probably
He
thought
play
he played
ball.
ball too.
Ball player, right? Rapper. But you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
no, he's
we
an
have
entrepreneur.
examples of what success looks like, right? It's not your typical, oh, this person is a rapper or a baller. There's so many different examples out there, but you have to be willing and open to put yourself in this situation, right? Or in that environment. And that goes back to mindset. If you're content with where you are, and you're always talking about, oh, I want money, I want this, I want this, I want this, but you're not willing to change your situation, you're not going to have those things to look forward to.
So basically, freedom is from what you're saying. Sounds like is also acknowledging you're not exactly where you want to be, right?
Exactly.
You want to be somewhere else.
Aww.
Oh, oh, that was nice. Thanks for giving me Ari.
Happy Father's Day.
She's a little girl.
Yeah, I can't see all the comments.
I know.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, you know, that sounds like, you know, what freedom is just acknowledging, look, I'm in a space that I don't want to be in. You know, how many people when you're talking about freedom is you're cool. You're like, yeah, I could do this for another 5 years. If you can't say that, then you're not where you want to be. You're not free. You're not free. And I, you know, sometimes you just gotta have those hard conversations with yourself. So, you know, again, not taking nothing away from today. It's something now it's documented. So hey, you know what they say, if it's not documented, then it didn't happen. So it's documented.
And
right?
it's
So
on so when it's on the gram, you know it's real. I had to throw that out there for these millennials, you know, or what is it?
Social media said so.
Yeah, right.
right. Gen Z, so millennials, whatever. But yeah, it's here, and I just want people to like really be serious with thinking about what freedom is, not from a racial standpoint, but seriously, I think if people really understood what freedom was on an individual standpoint, it would help them on a racial standpoint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you really understood what the definition of what freedom is, and then it's able for you to be empathetic, right? And think about somebody else who's not living in that definition.
Right. Exactly. But that has
to
be something that you teach. It's not something that people just automatically do. So.
Right. And you know, and don't want to be, you know, go remiss, but also because you know tomorrow's Father's Day as well. But the same thing, you know, like he said with fatherhood, is just also if you're not around other people who are doing certain things as a father, then that should let you know, like, hey, I have to step up my game, right? It's the same thing with freedom, right? Having that ability to move accordingly as you should.
And tomorrow is Father's Day, right? Today is now acknowledged Juneteenth, right? as a father, as a man, right? When we're talking about freedom, what is your legacy? Everyone on this earth has a
Mm.
everyone has a purpose. And if you are not content with your current situation, and you've been presented the opportunity to change it, and you're sitting on your hands and not doing anything,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of legacy do you think you're going to leave when you leave this planet?
Mm.
Yes, now, and so we're talking about freedom. Do you really want to be free? Because your
Right.
freedom now means you're going to leave a legacy.
Mm.
Are you doing it for your last name or just your first?
Mm.
And I know, guys, are us ladies on here, if you're listening, yeah, y'all want to wear Gucci, Prada, Fendi, all these things, but you want to look rich but be broke in real life.
Wow.
That's not freedom.
Mhm.
Remember
Right.
that. So you want to look rich for the gram. That's not freedom. Because think about your legacy that you're leaving. The same thing for women. Think about we all have a purpose. We all were born with a purpose. And
So go ahead.
yeah, and if you're constantly being given the opportunity to be the best you, and you're passing that up repeatedly, you need a self-check real bad.
Reevaluate.
Right, right.
Reassess,
So,
reset.
you said what?
I said reassess and reset.
Right, yeah, reassess and reset. Exactly, exactly. So, hopefully you guys are, because at the end of the day, the conversations that we have here is for you to kind of
Catch yourself.
catch yourself, but also for you to think,
Mm-hmm.
so many times we're watching, we're tuning into things that don't really make us think about anything. It's just something to pass time.
Yeah.
So, these conversations, we want to, pick your brain and kind of, pique your interest in having a different perspective, right? Because everybody who hops on these, on our show, our episodes, are from so many different backgrounds. Evie kind of touched up on this. For those who don't know, I'm actually Nigerian born. I was U.S. raised. I went to a historically black college or university, historically black college. And well, prior to that, I was in another like college before, right, junior college. But why I'm saying this too is because me constantly changing the environments that I've been in has helped me grow.
Mm-hmm.
It really has. I'm gonna be honest with you. My parents didn't care nothing about no historically black nothing. they didn't care about none of that because culturally speaking, you're from a different nationality. That's all the focus. We talking about what's going on in Nigeria, right? You said what's going on, in Jamaica.
Right.
So it wasn't a concern for them. And I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't a concern for me either.
Nope.
Look here, they was just thinking like, look, I need you to go to school. And I made a promise to my parents when I was 16 at the time. I told my mom, I said, you're not gonna pay for school. They looked at me like I was crazy. And then what happened? They didn't have to do that, right? Because I got a scholarship of my own. But I'm saying this to say is every time my mind got shifted was because I kept placing myself in a different environment. Some 16-year-olds won't be able to say that because they haven't been put in an environment to make them think like, look, there's a way. There's some level of freedom, right? Because I wanted to do that. I'm one of six. And I already know my parents' pockets was not going to go and pay for me to go to school. They wanted me to go to school, right?
Not their pockets.
Yeah, not my pockets.
Nope.
So I had to get creative. I had to say, you know what? I have to use my talents to get me from where I am to where I want to go, right? So I want you guys to like really think about that too. When you say you want freedom, what you guys have talents, you guys have skills, you guys have gifts that you're not even showing the world to even set yourself free, but you don't know because everything that you're looking at that's an opportunity looks like work.
Right.
It looks like, or it just doesn't look like an opportunity because it's not dressed the way you want it to. So
Or
I want you to also think about that too when we're talking about freedom. You got to shift your mind to what freedom may look like as well. Because for some, freedom is following the rules, always walking the line, right? Doing what everybody else is doing. Because that seems like that's what freedom is. You got to
you,
understand. Sometimes you got to look to your left, you got to look to your right, and say, look, these people who've been saying this is what I should be doing, why are they complaining too?
right.
Why are they complaining with, just like me? So
Yo,
that means that something has to be changed, right? Because
you
nothing changes if nothing changes. So
know.
whether you want to be free, whether you want to be a better dad, because like I said, shout out to the dads. I always definitely want to put that in the conversation because tomorrow's Father's Day. But yeah, you just want to definitely think about that. Who are you around, and what are the conversations? Do these people sound like they want to take you to the next level? Do you want to go to the next level? Are you content? Right?
You have to, you know what? I gotta highlight something that you said, Chi, in that you look at the dynamic, right? I was born in Jamaica, you were born in Nigeria. Mo, you're here. We all grew up in New York.
You said, Mo, you're here.
Mo, you're here.
Mo, you look dumb tired. I'm gonna need you to open your eyes.
Right?
All day.
You here? I know you had a long, eventful day.
Yeah, she's out. She's
But,
out.
and it's funny because we all grew up in New York City, and you touched on something in that you said you weren't content with just being where you were, right? And I look at myself, I came from another country. I traveled the world just because I didn't want to be in just one type of environment. And people fail to understand when you don't take, because that's a risk in itself.
Yeah.
Taking these chances and, going out there and exploring, it gives you a chance to experience other cultures, the way other people live. Because I, growing up with my praying mom, she's
So my praying mom.
right. And I always had this thing is think about every time you're having a bad day, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody having a worse day than you are.
True.
Right.
Right? So, and then, Chi used to say, have a great day on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then whenever we got mad.
Well, let me change that. Let me continue saying that because you saying I used to say. I need to get back to basics. I need to get back to saying that.
Yeah. Even she used to check us. Something to happen and we'd be mad, right? And she's like, no, this is only for a moment.
Right.
This is not, don't let this affect your whole day, right? And so when we think about freedom too, something happened, right? We're so programmed to let it affect us for months, for years, for days, right? That now we're slaves to our thoughts, right? We're slaves to feelings. We have to learn, and we have to go through the process of freeing ourselves from that. Right. But it takes you having to take yourself out of the environment that you're in and putting yourself in a different environment and go through the personal growth process in order to do so.
Right.
That's part of the process as well. And because not for nothing, you hear people, they be mad for years about something.
You still mad about that?
Yeah, like what are your feelings?
Right.
Like,
oh, wow.
In the pantry and you want to be salty still. Why? Why? You know what I mean? So you have to break that because listen, you're in control of your feelings, your emotions. It's nobody else's responsibility to take care of your emotions and your feelings, right? So you have to free yourselves from those things. Yeah, things are going to happen, but guess what? The hard truth is, get over it. Get over it. And I know that's easier said than done because we've all had moments and we've all gone through things. But listen, thoughts become things. Your words become things. The more you think about how you're feeling down and out, that's what you're going to be living.
Right.
Yeah, we see. And
Thing actually officially,
there you go.
it's officially here, right? So sip and wind down mixer in Gainesville, Virginia. I'm gonna swing it over to Eve, share a little bit more details, location, and all.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So next weekend, Queen's Trade 2, that's us,
Yes.
are kicking off for the summer. And Mo's birthday, because her birthday starts this summer.
Yes, tomorrow is Mo's birthday, but it's next week.
We are having our first annual Sip and Wind Down, right? If you are an aspiring business owner on this call, if you are an entrepreneur, if you just want to be in an environment where you can exchange, connect, and collaborate with other like-minded individuals, this is an event for you. This event will be held at the Hampton Inn, right, by Hilton in Gainesville, Virginia. All right. I will drop the flyer again, right? Contact either one of us.
That's right.
You're in the DMV area, you are welcome to attend. It's a free event.
Free
Free.
$3.99.
Freedom.
All you have to do is show up. Don't show out, but just show up.
Show up on your face, right? Us in the flesh, right? You get to hear amazing information. We're gonna give you some information that you're definitely going to want to take notes about and listen to, and just kick off the summer right. Last year we were in quarantine, right? Nobody was able to go outside. Now outside open. We outside.
It's outside. Hey, Suzette. Yes. So
y'all.
So we looking forward to seeing y'all again. Get outside of your environment. I don't care whether you have to be on a plane, train, car, bus, whatever. Do something different. Step outside of your comfort zone. Say, you know what? Hey, I've never been in Gainesville, Virginia. Let me go see what's going on over there. And I'm telling you, one thing I've learned is when you start stepping outside of your comfort zone, you start networking with people. I'm telling you, stuff starts happening. Every time I put myself in an environment of different people, I'm telling you, things have always happened for me. And that's why y'all be seeing me everywhere. Everywhere. Because you learn something from other people. So make sure, even, bring your business cards. If you don't have business cards, it's still an opportunity for you to exchange phone numbers, with people. You just never know. And sometimes you can go in for, business purposes, and sometimes you might leave with a friend. You might meet somebody and y'all just
click,
end up just rocking with each other, right? Or they could be someone that could, be of service to you somewhere else, regarding your family or whatever it is, that you need, or vice versa, right? Sometimes you could be a blessing to somebody else. So you always want to make sure you're putting yourself in a different environment, because I'm telling you, that's how you get locked in. That's how opportunities come your way. So looking forward to seeing y'all next week, Saturday, June 26th in Gainesville, Virginia. Feel free, if you're connected to me on here, DM me for the information. If everything I just said went over your head, message me. You connected to Evie, message her. You connected to Mo, message her. Okay? So looking forward.
New York, and you want to get out of New York City, it's to holler at Mo. Just
all right. Yeah, holla at Mo.
I'm rolling. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Nick? Yeah, you should go link up with Mo.
Yeah, Nick.
She out in Long Island too.
Yeah, Nick, let's
She
go.
out in Long Island. Maybe I carpool or something.
Right.
Either way. But yeah, so definitely wanted to leave you out with that announcement, and also wanted to say again, Happy Father's Day
One more announcement.
to all. Oh, she hit me with another announcement.
Yeah, another announcement. If you are connected,
Oh, here we go.
listen, July 23rd to 25th is
Yes, that's another one too.
the biggest event
Of the summer.
the Believe Nation 3-day experience by the one, the only, Mr. David Imonitie, right? Look, tickets are going like hotcakes. However,
No, tickets are sold out.
Yeah. So,
Let's keep it a bean. Tickets are sold out, but at the end of the
right,
day, you want to be close to the fire.
there is a virtual experience, right?
That's true too.
That you can experience this amazing 3-day event. So, if you want to know what we're talking about, and if you want to be in on the action, right, it's virtual, y'all. You ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to leave your house. You could host a virtual party.
Yes.
Right?
Virtual
Or
party.
get in
Food, entertainment, all of that.
You ain't going to want to miss this. You're not going to want to miss it. So you're on this call, you're listening, and you want to do something in July, you know, you didn't get to plan a trip nowhere, holla at one of us for the information. And
Right.
your virtual tickets.
Get your virtual tickets. And but so if you're one of those people, man, you one of those summer personalities and like, look, I'm trying to be out here, right? Look, even though, tickets are sold out and, we might be able to, find a ticket, but if not, bring yourself to Orlando, right? Again, if you are not in the fire, you want to be close to it, okay? Close to the fire, because at the end of the day, you can still message us to link up, right, in Orlando for whatever other festivities that's going on. Like I said, the last time we were at an event, we were able to link up and do something outside of the event. So it's another opportunity for you to, again, connect with other people, change your environment. What you say?
They want to get out the house, so stop playing, stop fronting.
Most people,
I know they want to get out. They want to get out. So thank you all. Last but not least, want to give Mo a massive happy birthday tomorrow. It's her birthday as well. Yeah, I know tomorrow's Father's Day, but she's a mom too. She's a phenomenal mom, and want to, definitely wish you a happy, blessed birthday. Many, 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 many more to come. Prosperity, abundance, all that good stuff.
I receive it.
Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Oh, that's what's up, Nick.
Oh, wow. His daughter's birthday is tomorrow. Yo, we are all connected. We got the New York Nick. He got the same birthday as Evie. His daughter's birthday is tomorrow.
Wow.
Yo, that's crazy. The alignment. The
there.
alignment is real. Okay, white chocolate, Nick. We see you. I know he's bagging up right now. Like, yo, cheese wallet. But yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you. See y'all on the flip side.
Yes.
Good night.
Good night.
Mo had a mojito or something. What's going on?
We'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll do it. Sure. All right. Good night, y'all.
Later. Good night. Love y'all.
Later. Love y'all.